Hey everyone, so in this video I'll be showing you guys exactly how to write the chemical formulas for ionic compounds. So before we can do that, we need to understand what an ionic compound is. So essentially, an ionic compound is just a compound which is made up of a metal and a nonmetal, or a metal and a polyatomic ion. And the goal when we're writing these formulas, these chemical formulas for ionic compounds, is to make sure that we balance the charges. So the overall charge of the compound is 0. Now, in order to do so, we have these 5 rules we need to follow, and they are as follows. So the first rule is we need to write the symbol in charge of the metal cation. Afterwards, we write the symbol in charge of the nonmetal or the polyatomic anion. We need to then use subscripts to balance the total charges, and we need to make sure that we do not include charges in the final formula, and that if we ever need more than one polyatomic ion, or anion, we use brackets or parentheses, whichever you want to call it. So keeping those rules in the back of your mind, let's do some examples together. So here we have, for the first example, we have magnesium chloride. Now, when we write out both the metal and the nonmetal, we get Mg2 plus and then Cl negative. So we need 2 Cl's to cancel out 1 Mg. And therefore the chemical formula will be MgCl2. That's the chemical formula for magnesium chloride. Let's do the second example. We have iron 3 oxide. So when we write out the metal and the nonmetal, we have Fe3 plus, and then we have O2 negative. Now, what's the lowest common multiple of 3 and 2? The answer is 6. So in order to get both of these to 6, we'll have to have 2 irons and then 3 oxygens. So the chemical formula for iron 3 oxide is Fe2O3. And lastly, for calcium nitrate, we're going to have Ca2 plus, and then we're going to have NO3 minus. So here we can see that NO3, we need to treat it almost as an element. We can't break it apart. So we need to have 2 nitrates. So we're going to have Ca, and we need brackets because we need 2 polyatomic anions, NO3, and a subscript over here. And that's the chemical formula for calcium nitrate. Now, let's try some examples, but this time you do them on your own. Now pause the video and try these on your own, but when you come back, you'll see that the answers for these 3 are Na2S, and that's because Na2S, yes, for sodium sulfide, and that's because sulfur has a 2- charge and sodium has a +1 charge. And then for aluminum oxide, the answer will be Al2O3. And that's because oxygen has a 2- charge and aluminum has a 3+ charge. And then for potassium phosphate, the answer is K3PO4. So we only have 1 phosphate. Now, let's go over the steps again quickly. As a quick recap, we first have to get the charges. Then, we can balance them using the subscripts. We don't want to ever write the charges in our final answer, and anytime we have polyatomic anions we need more than 1 polyatomic anion, we have to use parentheses. I hope this video helped. Thank you.